Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our little Halloween mini flip situation. I hope you all are doing well. I am doing okay. I was not selected for jury duty. I'm not upset. I am not sad. I am here with you. Yay. So I was going through some stuff and I realized that we probably have to make another one of these really soon. Number one, because all this is patent paper. So we have to cleverly use stickers. And then number two, I wanted to use this little black kitty cat stamp. We can't use that on this, but we'll get to it. I know I had said that we were going to be trying, well, I was going to try and create like a week of the same stuff. Now that my mind is clear, the next thing that's going to happen is my son's birthday, which is next month in October. So I want you all to know I'm usually not any good in that month. I flighty whitey ditzy ritzy, whatever words we're using to rhyme with out of control, that is me. As it stands right now, I don't know where he's having his birthday party. So these were from Tuesday morning, October 2022. When did Tuesday morning go out of business? I feel like I'm seeing stuff from this year at Tuesday morning that I have. I don't remember. I know I was sad when they did leave. Very sad. I have a friend who says that theirs is still open, and I didn't think that any of the stores were still open, but it is what it is, I suppose. I love my mummy. Oh, that's cute. Spooky night. Make your own magic. We really don't want to say happy Halloween, but we know what this is for, right? Too cute to spook. See, this is from yesterday. We're too cute to spook. We're going to use this one though. Have a monstrously good day. Because we need that, don't we? We need someone to tell us to have a good day. Because sometimes we don't know to have a good day. Sometimes we want to ruin it for everybody. Because your day was horrible. You got to be mean to everybody. And then when somebody get back at you, you want to complain. I always tell my friends I'm having a rough day today. So if you don't want to talk to me, I'm okay with that. Like you're choosing. What they say, pick your poison. You chose to stay talking to me today. You knew that I was unstable. And if you're choosing to stay talking to me, then you're ready for whatever is going to come our way. Not boo y'all. Spooky. Let's do spooky right here on the front. And you know what? I could use our little stamp from yesterday and put this cat on here. I was watching um Wonder Dreamer 555's video and she had said, I think that this is a dog. I think it's a cat. Look at it. It could be a mangy dog. It reminds me oh, it looks like a little chihuahua. Okay, I can see it right here. So it might be a little chihuahua. She might be right. I mean she probably is right. She has a lot of doggies. I have one crazy cat. So she probably is right. I was listening to her video last night. Because I was at, okay, so let's talk about the jury duty thing. First of all, I am the process pretty smooth. They send you a card, you fill out the information, you show up. You show up, then what happens is they put you in a line once you go through security. They put you in a line. Once you go through that line, um, You get your parking validated. Now parking is $3 here. I don't know how much it is where you live if you get it, because I just want to say I didn't want to come downtown. You're making me come downtown for no reason. They validate the parking, so it drops it from $12 to $3. But let me tell you something. I didn't want to spend any of my money because I didn't want to come. You know. Anyway, so yeah, this is a Chihuahua. It looks like a Chihuahua the more and more I look at it, and I think this Chihuahua probably been drinking booze. That's some booze right there. Go good with our theme on it. Anyway, so you get through and you go in and they have you sit. Like if you ever were in a cafe in Italy, it could be other places too. They don't have blank seats in Italy. You fill up the tables and you could be sitting with someone you like, don't know, etc., etc., etc. Um, so then I met a lady. She was so nice and very kind, and we cracked jokes the whole time we were there. I did not get selected. They said we need this next set is going to be 80 people, and they pulled us out. And I was one of the people that was like, you know what? Your services are no longer needed. You've been fired. We're going to render your contract null and void. That's what happened. We got our little certificate saying you came, you served. So now 3 years from that day, uh, I'll get to do it all over again if I get selected. I don't think they'll ever select me just because of my background. Um, but if they do, I'm ready to serve. I can do it a non-biased, non-judgmental, as long as it's not like a child case or abuse to a parent that didn't deserve it. Uh, not my parent was burning me with irons, and I finally got enough nerve to take them out. Not that kind of case. That's what I mean. That thing stamped out good. Look at that. So yeah, it was a really not bad time. Is all I'm saying. I'm gonna stamp it on here again, just so when I fussy cut this out, yeah, fussy cut. I said it. Uh, if I mess up anything, it'll have that. This this dude look like these are cigarettes too. I don't know what's going on with this image. When I looked this up yesterday, it was this witch taking a bath. I don't know what this witch is really doing. They got in with the food. I don't know. Um, was on Etsy as an image, so I'm wondering if that's a AI image. Like they could have put witch's brew or something, and that's what came up. I don't know. All right. It's still bumpy lumpy. I didn't like that. Um, I had bought, maybe I didn't buy, but I thought I had bought like a thing that smashes stuff together, like a press. So I'm gonna have to find that and see. Yep, I didn't get a chance to finish watching all of her video. I had fallen asleep. I was so like drained because I went through the emotions, all of the stages of. So Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, I think that's her first name. Yep, she created the death and dying, not the death and dying, but she came up with the 5 stages of death. Right? Acceptance, denial, bargaining, anger, and I can't remember the other one. I'll look it up before we're finished and I'll tell you. So anyway, what that means is when someone is being told that they're dying or you find out someone is dying, you go through 5 stages. And that's how I felt yesterday. I went through the 5 stages of death with jury duty. I was mad at first. Like, I can't believe I got selected for jury duty again. And I was like, you know what? It's not gonna be that bad. And then I met that lady who's super, 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 super nice. So I had someone to chit chat with. It was a good time for the most part, if that makes sense. And I was like, I had told her, I said, I'm just gonna take it. If I get selected, I get selected. She was like, me too. Like we had came to the same conclusion of that. And I think that's what really made it less annoying is that I had just decided that I was going to accept it if it was a true thing or not. And I was prepared to be sequestered to, whatever they want to have us do, jump on one leg. I don't know. I'll tell you what though, school, elementary school, has prepared us to stand in lines. I did so much line standing yesterday. I was like, ugh, what is this all about? Let's get his little nose. You know what? I was thinking that this was a weird little cat, but it's one cat, one chihuahua, because this dude is definitely a chihuahua. When she said it last night, I was like, is that really a dog? Because, I was listening to it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to uh, go back and, of course, I have to rewatch it because I need to enjoy the fullness of the funniness of whatever she's telling in her story about it. Whatever she's telling. And she's like, I think this is a dog. Because, I mean, look at this thing. Oh, they made this one little mangy thing, I know. But he's happy. That's all that matters. And so if this is an AI image, I can see how it has dog and cat weird features. You never know how you get educated through your friends. I'm going to make his nails red. And now let's give him some soft fur. We're going to use our color pencils. I'm going to be using the color Yam. This poor dog. Now I feel even worse for it because Halloween usually has kitty cats, but they didn't drug the dogs into the process. Are these his bones? No, he just extra furry up there. Okay, and we got to make him look good because he's going on the front of our cover. He's probably a demon dog, hound. He transforms. Now he's supposed to be. It was like the witch told him, "Be cute," and he transformed into this. I don't know. So yeah, I'm excited about a few things, y'all. Accepting things always makes stuff go better. You know that? No matter what it is, accepting things will always make it better. So anyway, it was a lot of us in this room, and we just kind of sat there and they called names, and then they kicked us out. And then they were like calling names every 15 to 20 minutes. We had a long lunch, and then they came back at like 2, and that's when I got dismissed. 2 something, close to 3, I think, maybe. I'm gonna put some yellow on here. I have some cricket inspired projects. Scan and cut silhouette projects I want to work on. I hope y'all take go with me on that journey. I have some other craft journeys I want to go on as well, but I'm always afraid of introducing that to you all because I don't know how you'll take it. But I want to do it, so I'm gonna just jump out there and have a good time. Gonna have a funky good time. Remember, it's Halloween. You don't have to be a black doggy. Maybe her familiar was supposed to transform back into itself, and it got caught. I don't know. I can't even make it up any more excuses for this little dog. And like I told you, I don't know much about witches besides what I've seen on TV, good and or bad, being burned, not burned, accepted, not accepted, charmed. that not all witches wear black. I like to think like this hat looks like the sorting hat. Anyway, if you know what the sorting hat is, you know what the sorting hat is. If you don't, that's okay. You don't have to. I'm not gonna bring you up to speed. I think everybody knows what the sorted hat is, even if you're not really into that franchise. If you don't look, just type in a search sorted hat. Okay. Anyway, I think that this is Ferrari red, not Christmas colors, please. Good grief. Um, dark orchid. I think that witches. I would like to think that witches could wear other hats, especially like young witches. Maybe they don't all get a chance to wear their black hats. Maybe the black hats on special occasions and when you're meeting up with the rest of your coven and you have certain things. If not, that's my canon, right? See, why does he have this straw sticking out? I feel like those cigarettes, and this is definitely the hooch, but I could be wrong. Maybe that's his little wand. I don't know. We're gonna just color it yellow, cause why not? Anyway, I feel like that's what happens when you're in your regular travels. If you live in a witch themed world, you can wear whatever color hat, or maybe your hat, the colors of hat is your level of witchiness, and or you like to be a fashionista as a witch, and that's what you do. You wear specific colors for specific things. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out. Come back. All right, so I accidentally chopped off some of the little witch hat, but because we stamped it out ahead of time, we can't tell. All right, so let's go ahead and glue this. And I think what I'm going to do today is just apply the glue onto the image versus what I'm using to apply it down with. Normally I do that, but today let's take a walk on the wild side. Because I do recommend gluing this to this versus the opposite. But because I don't want it to slide too much by me applying it down on here, I'm choosing to do it this way. It's a lot easier to just scrub this on. Okay. It already looks different. I'm telling you, this thing couldn't have come at a better time because he looks like he is really having a good time. Really having a good time. Spooky. Now, I would like to elevate this spooky a little bit, but I won't because I don't want it to pop off. Like, what was up there? I can't remember. I don't know. I remember when I used to watch a lot of Crafter's Companion videos. I can't remember the man's name, but he used to do a lot of presentations, and he liked a lot of the tape, and so he always used to do that. I was like, oh, I learned something new. Spooky. I can't remember this man's name. I think that's why a lot of people watch it. Ladies, a lot of ladies watch it because he's easy on the eyes. Uh, and ladies like seeing guys craft. I don't care what anyone says. I think that somehow it's a funness. Oh my goodness, there's a man crafting. Let's watch him. Show him some support. All right, so we're gonna put this little cobweb right here. ghosty right here. Another ghosty here. This little hat there. This is truly like a little album. If that dog wasn't so hard to fussy cut out, I would do another one in the back. But no, 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 no. uh-uh. Let's see. Oh, I'll put this right here. And I'm only going to put the glue down one little section so they can make a little tuck if they want to. And when I was a collager, what I would do is I would collage, like say if I went to a concert, for example, I would save the concert ticket, the pictures, the outfit, like the picture of the outfit, and like if I had any receipts or whatever, I would take them and I'll just jam them into that thing that I was collecting in a little pouch or something. So I always think of it like that. Got a pumpkin and a ghost. I don't think I did that right. I mean, there's no right or wrong way to do it, but pick your potion. Pick your potion. I feel like that says poison. It says potion, but I feel like they wanted to say poison. But I wanted to put that here since we got some witches hats. And I just want to put one thing here. Let's see what we can find. Not a tag. Oh, skeleton. Yeah, that's going to work great. I don't know if I'll make another one of these tomorrow, especially not the Halloween one. Um, but I know I made one of these last week. But I don't think we'll be making another one of these this week because it is just Tuesday. Let's check this out. Alrighty. This little doggy is definitely spooky. This was a more simple, laid back book, and it's still chunky. As in, you see it's crooked. I'm gonna have to go and flatten it again, like put it under those things. But we just did our finishing touches, so the recipient can write whatever they need to write right there about the book. That's how I always look at it, table of contents. And then this can be pictures, all pictures, write more pictures, have a monstrously good day, another picture, or not. You could get a journaling card and write in there. A little tuck spot. I need to put a little tuck there, I think. So people will know it's a tuck spot. Yeah, there we go. Then pick your potion. Wait, did we already go through the thing yet? Oh, we did. Oh, that's it. Oh, wow, that was quick. All right, y'all. I want to say thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Until next time, happy crafting.